Pliny and his extended family, slaves and freedmen. Pliny was married 3 times. We are told nothing about his first wife. His second died in 97 9 13.4. She was the daughter of Pompeia Celerina, with whom Pliny continued to have a close relationship, for she readily offered him hospitality and loans of money when he requested it. 3:19.8, 6:10.1. Some years later, probably in 104, he marries his third wife Calpurnia. Pliny describes his relationship with her as idyllic. He appreciated her concern for him. When he was speaking in court or giving a recitation, she sits close by, concealed by curtain, and listens most avidly to the praises heaped on me. She also sings my verses and adapts them to the like. It is not my time of life and my body which she loves, but my fame. 4:19.3 f. To modern eyes, this reads more like a father-daughter relationship, but the letters he writes to her later in 107, when she is away convalescing, reveal a close conjugal affinity, almost worthy of inclusion in attestations of godly love. 6:4 and 7:7:5. Further letters report her miscarriage. 8:10 and 11, which likewise reflect tender affection. After this time, Pliny was optimistic that they would be able to start a family, but the hope was never fulfilled. Towards his slaves and freedmen, Pliny adopted the humanitarian approach increasingly evident in the Roman of his day, as reflected, for example, in Seneca Letters 47. The most conspicuous evidence of this attitude in Pliny is in 8:16. He laments the illness and deaths of servants, but states that he has two consolations. The first is my readiness to grant them their freedom, and the second is my permitting those who remain slaves to make a short will. They beget their possessions with the proviso that they are confined to the household, for the household is for slaves a sort of republic and citizen state. In another letter, composed about the same time, he writes of the life-threatening maladies of my servants, and indeed the deaths of some of them. 6:19.1, for which his only solace is to retire to his studies. He mentions in particular his reader and Claudius, mainstay of my self-studies and joy of my relaxation. 1. Who has caused up blood, Act 1.2, and his freedman Zosimus, reciter of comedies, a seasoned live player, who also reads speeches, histories, and poetry expertly. Zosimus has early been so dear and valuable to Pliny that he had been sent to Egypt to regain his strength after repeatedly spitting blood. 5:19. This concern for the health of his servants surfaces again when he praises the health-giving atmosphere of his estate near Tifernum. My servants too now live a healthier life than here. I have never lost a single one. Pliny regularly refers to his staff as my servants, without specifying whether they are freedmen or slaves. We may reasonably assume that the more cultivated among them had been manumitted, and that they sat at table with him. So too 6.4. On the other hand, the more menial servants who rowdily celebrate the feast of the Saturnalia at Laurentum 2:17.24 will have remained slaves. Pliny makes an interesting observation in discussion of the servants of Calpurnia's grandfather Fabatus. He states that some of them who had already been informally manumitted were to have their status made official by the visit of a passing magistrate. Their admittance into the ranks of the citizens, he remarks, will benefit the local community. I am keen that our native should be advanced, especially in number of its citizens. 732. Some manumission would not, however, be extended to uneducated slaves such as those who work on Pliny's estates. 3:19.